discussed about what are verbs and different types of verbs. Today let us discuss about verb tenses. Verb tenses means what here? What is the meaning of tense here? Tense means an action. It tells when the action took place. A verb that shows the time of an action or event is tense. A verb that shows the time of an action or event is tense. Means what? When the action took place or when that the action is going on now. That is whether the work, whatever action we are doing, that is going on now. Like what I am doing now, I am explaining. Next, whether it has been completed or whether it will go on in the future. We call it as tense. Okay. That means what? Tense denotes the time of an action, when the action took place. Okay, when the action is going on or when the action will take place. Based on this, you have three main types of tenses, that is present tense, past tense and future tense. Present tense denotes the action which is going on at present. Now, I am explaining or I am eating, I am drinking, that all comes under present tense. Past tense, it denotes the past actions, that means what? Completed actions. Past tense denotes the completed action, the action which has been completed. Okay, like we can tell, I have completed my classwork yesterday. Okay, or I have finished my work. So for this you will get past tense. Next, future tense, which will go on in the future. The action which will go on in the future, we call it as future tense. Like we can tell, we will go to temple today evening. So for this we call it as future tense. So based on this time of the action, you have three tenses, that is present tense, past tense and future tense. These are three main types. Tenses are divided into three main types. Still you have subtypes in each tense, you have still subtypes. Let us discuss about it. Okay students? Students, I have told you that tenses are divided into three main types. What are they? Present tense, past tense and future tense. Now each tense is again divided into four subtypes. Each tense, that is present tense, is divided into four subtypes, past tense is divided into four subtypes and future tense is also divided into four subtypes. Let us know about them. See, present tense is divided into four subtypes, that is simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. Okay. Whereas past tense is also divided into four subtypes. What are they? Simple past, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous. Future tense is also divided into four subtypes. What are they? Simple future, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous. Now let us study about each subtype in detail. Okay, shall we study? Yes. The first subtype here, simple present tense. What is simple present tense? Simple present tense, we use simple present tense. When do we use simple present tense? To express habitual actions, means what work we do regularly. Daily we do that work. For that we use simple present tense. And for universal truths, when we talk about universal truths also, we use simple present tense. And to indicate future event, which event will happen in the future but it is planned, it is fixed. Okay, planned future event. To indicate the planned future event, we use simple present tense. Okay, when do we use simple present tense? We use simple present tense to express habitual actions. Like we can tell, my father goes for walk every morning. Okay, that is a habitual action. Okay, I drink coffee every morning. So that is also habitual actions. Next we can tell, we go to temple every Sunday. So again this is habitual action, like that. Okay, next is what? That means you won't skip that work. You won't skip that work. For that we use simple present tense. Next, for universal truths, like we can tell, the sun rises in the east, the sun sets in the west, the earth revolves round the sun. So for that universal truths or general truths, we use simple present tense. Next, to indicate future event which is planned, which you know, okay, which on a designated date, means on that particular date as part of a plan. That means what? It's a part of a plan or arrangement. Like we can tell, the train arrives at 5 p.m. So exact 5 p.m. the train arrives. Okay, the marriage is held on September 5th. So that is planned event. So like that. So for that also we use simple present tense. Hope you all have understood, students, what are simple present tense. Now let me explain you how you will write. What is the format of simple present tense? Let me explain you. See here, you have format is what? Subject plus V1. V1 means what? Base form of the verb. Like you get write, read, play, drink, sit, stand, like that. That is base form of the verb. Plus yes or yes. When do you add this yes or yes? I will tell you. Plus object. Okay, I will tell you when you will add this yes or yes. For the first person singular pronoun, when you use first person singular pronoun, you won't add any yes or yes to the base form of the verb. When you write the sentence in the simple present tense. See, I have given an example here. See, I drink milk. I have not used any S or ES here. And for the first person plural also, you won't add yes or ES. Okay. For the first person plural also, you won't add yes or ES. See here, we drink milk. I didn't add yes or ES for the first person singular and for the first person plural. Next, second person singular, you drink milk. Here also I didn't add yes or yes. And for the second person and singular and plural, you will get you. Okay, whereas in English, you have both you for singular and plural same. We use singular you to, we use you for singular and we use you for plural also, to talk about plural also. So what you will get here, you drink milk. For second person plural also you will get you drink milk. So here you won't add yes or yes. Whereas for the third person singular you will add yes or es. For the third person singular you will add yes or es. See here, he or she or it drinks milk means what? He drinks milk, she drinks milk, it drinks milk. Like that. Okay. So here you will add yes or es. If I take write, writes. Okay. Learn, learns. Like this. Okay. Understood? Next, third person plural. Here you will write they drink milk. Here also you won't add yes or es. Only we add yes or es to the base form with the third person singular pronouns. Hope you all have understood, students. Yes. Shall we do the next type? Students, now let us see the second type of present tense. In your present tense, second subtype. That is what? Present continuous tense. That means what? It indicates an action which is occurring. And when you are speaking, at the time of speaking, means what? When I am speaking, this work is going on. For that we use present continuous tense. Now, I am explaining right now. Right now what I am doing? I am explaining. I am explaining. So, which is occurring at the time of speaking. For that we use present continuous tense. Still see, to indicate temporary action which may not be occurring at the time of speaking. Which may not be occurring, but it is happening. You can tell, or you can tell Rahul is studying 4th standard. Rahul is studying 4th standard. This year full he will be studying in that only. So at present means what? Now not. This year it will full he will be studying. So for that we use the present continuous tense. That means what? It is also happening, but not right now. But not right now. At just when you are speaking happening, for that we use present continuous tense. And also which may not be happening at the time of speaking, for that also we use present continuous tense. Okay, students. Now what is the format of writing present continuous tense here? Subject plus we use am or is or are plus V1 plus ing plus object. So here when to use am, when to use is, when to use are, I am going to explain. For the first person singular pronoun, you are going to use am. For the first person singular pronoun, you are going to use am. I am eating cheesecake. Right now what I am doing? I am eating cheesecake. Okay. Whereas for the first person plural pronouns, we use are. Let me put cross mark where you use are. Okay. For the first person plural pronouns, we use are. We are eating cheesecake. We are eating cheesecake. Next, for the second person singular, what you use? For that also use are. You are eating cheesecake. You are eating cheesecake. And second person plural also you will use you are eating cheesecake. As I said before, for the second person singular and plural, you will get you itself. Okay, now third person singular, you will get what? He or she or it is eating cheesecake. You will get here is. What you will get here? Is. So, he is eating cheesecake. She is eating cheesecake. It is eating cheesecake, like that. Next is third person plural. In the third person plural pronoun, again you will use are. What you will use here? See, they are eating cheesecake. They are eating cheesecake. So we use am for the first person singular pronoun, is for the third person singular pronoun, and for the remaining all we use are. Okay. Okay students, hope you all have understood this one. Now let us do the next type, that is what? Present perfect tense. Okay. Yes students. Now let us see the third type, that is what? Present perfect tense. Okay. It is used to indicate an action, past action, which is not defined by the time of occurrence. Means what here? You don't remember the time. Okay, you don't remember the time. For that we use present perfect tense. Okay, like we can tell I have met him before, but you don't remember when you met him. Okay, you don't remember when you met him, but you know exactly that you have met him before. But when and where you met him, you don't know. You don't remember. You don't remember. For that we use present perfect tense. Still see, it is also used to indicate an action that started in the past and has continued up right now. And has continued up right now. Like we have been friends from 4 years. Means now also you are friends. Now also you are friends. That means it is continuing. Perfect tense. Like we can tell mother has cooked delicious food. But delicious food means what? It has continued up right now, means still you have not tasted it. It is cooked already. Now you have to taste it. For that we use present perfect tense. Okay students, now let me tell you the format of this here. Subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object. Now I will tell you when to use has and when to use have. We use has only for third person singular pronouns. We use has only for third person singular pronouns. For remaining all we use have itself. Like let me take examples here. First person singular. I have eaten cheesecake. I have eaten cheesecake, but still that taste is in you only. Okay, like that. So first, now first person plural, see here. First person plural. We have eaten cheesecake. First person singular, I have eaten cheesecake. First person plural, we have eaten cheesecake. So I is first person singular pronoun, we is first person plural pronoun. Next is second person singular pronoun, you. Okay, you have eaten cheesecake. Second person plural also, you have eaten cheesecake. Second person singular and plural, you will get same you itself. Now third person singular, he has eaten cheesecake, she has eaten cheesecake, it has eaten cheesecake. Okay, so for the third person singular, you will get what? Has. Okay. Now for third person plural pronoun, you will get again have. They have eaten cheesecake. So only for third person singular pronoun you will use has. Okay. Now let us do the next type of tense. Okay. Students, now let us see last subtype in your present tense. What is that? See, present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense. It is used to indicate an action which started in some point at some point in the past. Okay, but it may or may not be completed. That action may or may not be completed. Like you have been writing from morning, still you have not completed writing. Okay, so for that we use present perfect continuous tense. May or may not be completed. It may be completed or may not be completed. Is format, let me tell first for you. See, subject plus has or have been plus V1 plus ing plus object. V1 plus ing means, as I told you before, it is present participle. V1 plus ing means it is present participle. Okay, see here now. First person singular. See here I told. I will tell you where to use has and where to use have. Has we use only for third person singular pronouns. We use has only for third person singular pronouns. For remaining all we use have itself. See here for first person singular pronoun. I have been eating cheesecake for 2 hours. For 2 hours I have been eating cheesecake. Next, first person plural, we have been eating cheesecake for 2 hours. Second person singular, you have been eating cheesecake for 2 hours. Second person plural, you have been eating cheesecake for 2 hours. Second person singular and plural will be same, you. Whereas third person singular, you will get he or she or it has been eating cheesecake for 2 hours. Means what? He has been eating cheesecake for 2 hours. She has been eating cheesecake for 2 hours. It has been eating cheesecake for 2 hours. Next, third person plural. They have been eating cheesecake for 2 hours. Okay. So we use has only for third person singular pronouns. Remaining all we use have. Okay students, now let us go to the next type of tense, that is past tense. Simple past tense. Okay, how to indicate? See, what does simple past tense indicate? Simple past tense indicates past habit or an action already completed. So if you had any habit in the past, then for that we use simple past tense, or for an action which already has been completed. Okay, like if I take, I danced before. Before I used to dance, but not now. Okay, Kiran acted before, but not now. But now he is not acting, like that. Okay, that was his habit. Next, an action already completed. No, you can write for an action already completed before means you can write, I ate cheesecake yesterday, like that. Okay, so here you have format like here, subject plus V2 plus object. V2 means here second form of the verb, that is past form of the verb. See here there will be no changes in the verb. Same it will be. For the first person singular you will get, I ate cheesecake yesterday. For the first person plural you will get, we ate cheesecake yesterday. For second person singular you will get, you ate cheesecake yesterday. For second person plural you will get, you ate cheesecake yesterday. For third person singular you will get, he or she or it ate cheesecake yesterday. For third person plural you will get, they ate cheesecake yesterday. Okay students, now let us do the next type. Students, now let us see past continuous tense. It is used to indicate uncompleted action of the past. With or without time reference means it has happened sometime in the past. Like we can tell, he was listening to radio all evening. He was listening to radio all evening, like that. Okay, next, it is also used to indicate persistence habits of the past with continuous, always, forever. We use the words like continuous, we use the words like always, and we use the words like forever. Like she was always grumbling, she was always grumbling, so like that. Okay, he was continuously snoring, like that. Okay, see here now what is the format here? See, subject plus was or were plus V1 plus ing plus object. Like we can tell for first person singular, I was eating cheesecake. First person plural, we were eating cheesecake. We use was for singular except for second person singular, because second person and singular, second person plural pronouns are same. Okay, for second person singular we use you were eating cheesecake. For second person plural we use you were eating cheesecake. For third person singular we use he or she or it was eating cheesecake. For third person plural we use they were eating cheesecake. So here we use was for first person singular and third person singular pronouns. For the remaining all we use were. Okay students? Students, now let us see the next type of tense, that is past perfect tense. It is used to indicate a completed action of the past that happened before another event took place. So what before another event took place? This incident happened. Like the train had already left the station when we arrived. When we arrived, what happened? The train had already left the station. So that action finished before another action took place. Okay, before another event took place. Here we use one class and one past perfect tense. Okay, let me tell the format first. Here you will get subject plus had plus V3 plus object. V3 means what here? Third form of the verb, that is past participle. See here example, the author had eaten all the cheesecake when his friends arrived. So when his friends arrived, there is no cheesecake left only. He had eaten all the cheesecake. Who had eaten all the cheesecake? The author had eaten all the cheesecake. So no cheesecake was left there. So this action had already been completed when this action took place. So we use past perfect tense for such cases. Okay. Okay students, now let us see the next type of tense, that is past perfect continuous tense. Students, now it is past perfect continuous tense. Okay. What is past perfect continuous and when do we use this past perfect continuous tense? It is used to indicate an action in the past that began. So it began at some time in the past before a certain point in the past. Oh, that means what? It began before a certain point in the past and continued up until that point in time, means what? It had begun. It had already begun at some point in the past and it is still continuing until that point in time, means what? Until that point in the past itself, means it had started already. It has been continuing in the past and continued till until that point in the past. You may be confused. If I give an example, you will be clear. See, the author had been eating cheesecake for 2 hours when his friends arrived. Means when his friends arrived, he had been eating cheesecake for 2 hours. When his friends arrived, before that he had been eating cheesecake for 2 hours. 2 hours before he started, and now also he is eating when his friends arrived. So for that we use past perfect continuous tense. Okay, like that. Understood now? So here format will be subject plus had been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Understood, students? Hope you all have understood. Now let us do the next type of tense, that is future tense. Students, now the first type in future tense, that is simple future tense. Okay, it is used to indicate an action, event or circumstance or any condition which hasn't taken place yet, means what? Which will take place in the future. Which hasn't taken place yet means what? Which will take place in the future. Okay, to talk about future events or future condition or future actions, future circumstances, we use future tense, simple future tense. Here the format will be, see here, subject plus will plus V1, that is base form of the verb, plus object. Here like the author will eat cheesecake tomorrow, or I will not come to school tomorrow, like that. So for that and all we use simple future tense. Got? Okay. And one more thing, this simple future tense and past perfect and past perfect continuous tense, the verbs here format will not change based on the pronouns. Okay, students. Now let us do the next type of tense. Now it is future continuous tense. It is used to indicate an action that will be going on at some time in the future. At some time in the future means at some point of time it will be going on. Like we can tell, I will be writing exam by the end of this month. Means what? It will be going on. You will be writing like that. Okay. To indicate planned future action, it is already planned. Okay, it will be already planned. See here now, the author will be eating cheesecake when his friends arrive. He has already planned that when his friends arrive, he will be eating cheesecake with them, like that. So here the format will be subject plus will be plus V1 plus ing plus object. Hope you all have understood, students. Now the next type is future perfect tense. Okay, future perfect tense. It is used to indicate an action that will be completed before another event takes place. Before another event takes place, this event will be complete in future. So we call it as future perfect tense. Like here I have written my examples here. Mother will have completed cooking by the time father arrives. By the time father arrives, she will have completed cooking. So for that we use future perfect tense. Here you have formats here, subject plus will have plus been plus object. Okay, understood? Now let us do the next topic. What is that? Future perfect continuous tense. Okay, it is used to indicate an action that will have happened for some time and will not be complete means what? It will be still continuing. It was still continuing, and that the action has not been completed yet. At a certain point in the future, at certain point this action will not be completed. Like let me give you example here. By next March, that means by coming March, not this March, by next coming March, we will have been living here for 4 years. By the time the next March arrives, it will be 4 years. From 4 years we are living here. So for that we use future perfect continuous tense.